Hey, thank you so much for being here. I'm glad you clicked on the video. It should be very good. I hope your Labor Day weekend was relaxing and refreshing and enlightening evening. Did I just say evening? Well, it might be evening as some of you are watching this. Anyway, I am the Divine Maverick, here to give you some messages for your soul. We just call it soul food, shall we? I'm going to be honest. I don't know what we're going to be talking about, except to say when I started, when I got ready to deliver the message, I'm always conscious of the background sounds, and I'm running a load of laundry, and I was like, oh, I'll just wait till that ends. And Spirit was like, nope, leave that, leave everything as it is. All the ambient sounds are going to mean something or mean something already. So even as you're listening to me and you're hearing certain things in my background, they may be reminding you or triggering in a good way some memories for you to come up. Wow. That's the final spin. Did y'all hear that? I'm sure you did. I thought somebody was knocking on my door. Oh my gosh. Well, the title is An Invitation to Connect. So there's a lot going on here. Somebody might be knocking at your door soon. I did hear the final rinse. The final rinse, like there's a completion happening in your life. And so if it's okay with you, so I can just get the message out, I'm just going to talk like we're talking, like I'm talking to you. All right, unless I start getting real broad. I always say that, then end up talking really broad. But anyway, I just want to be able to deliver the message without worrying if it's clear or not. Okay. Ooh, that's a message in a message for somebody. Some of you who are mass communicators, or you just want to get the message out so that it's don't fret about whether it's clear. Just deliver the message. Don't fret about whether it sounds right or will they follow this. If I just be free, and it'll feel uncomfortable at first because that's why some of you have hit a block or a wall in what you're trying to create or what you're trying to do or what you know you're supposed to be doing. And it's that you want to make sure that you're understood, but that's not really your responsibility. How's that? That's not really your responsibility. I don't have a better word than responsibility right now. That's what's coming to me now. I just wanted to say, once you understand something, a concept, an idea, a belief for yourself, and for yourself enough for you to be able to explain it to others or share it with others, then boom, don't worry about what or how it's going to be received. Just make sure you deliver the message. Across the board, that could look like, don't worry about how people will feel about whatever it is that you're doing. Just do it. Get it done. Okay? All right. So, an invitation to connect after the final rinse. When I think of washing machines or laundry, I think of cleaning up, getting rid of the soil. I also smell fragrances. So you might be one who does fragrances with your laundry, fabric softeners and such, but your laundry smells great. Somebody's dryer vent is like, ooh, I love it when they wash clothes. I could smell their laundry. Anyway, random, but not so random to those who are like, oh, you know what I mean? That's the beautiful thing about spirit. So let's get started. Initiation by water. There are two cards that came out together, and we're going to take it. Yesterday I had a card about a heart transmission and how your heart doesn't second guess. Your heart just knows what resonates and what does not. And the mind, however, will argue both sides convincingly. And that is what we call confusion, because one day you're this, the next day you're that. and you don't know what you want to be, but the heart knows. The heart knows what resonates and what does not. It's very black and white. It's not gray. So today we have Cosmic Heart and Cosmic Christ. And that is so interesting. The man on this card looks a lot like Jesus or Yeshua, the pictures that we've seen. Now we know that that is actually somebody else. But the point is, it's Christ consciousness. And what's interesting about this is today during my meditation, when I was outdoors in another place, not my home, I was actually calling or saying the name Jesus, Jesus, Jesus over and over again. And I knew that I was working with the energy of Jesus, unconditional love, power and authority, sacrifice, these kind of themes. But the card is Cosmic Heart and Cosmic Christ. Number 27 could be very significant. It's significant for me because 2 plus 7 is 9. And September is the month of miraculous harvest. So that is the theme I was given in prayer. And so if you're not on my mailing list, get on my mailing list because I write. I love to write and share. So every month I get a theme, and this month is the month of miraculous harvest. So that means the seeds that you've been planting are coming up. Not everything, but the ones that it'll be very obvious what's starting to blossom or something you're going to harvest, because there'll be a lot of activity around it, and you'll feel very anxious. There'll be like an anticipation all around you, which you feel that now. So just help me explain it. The other card that comes out is initiation by water. So you could be a water sign, and how interesting the initiation by water card comes out with the Christ consciousness card, because we know that baptism is not only a symbol of allegiance or loyalty to God, but it's a symbol of washing off the old, the final rinse, and coming into a new life, washing off the sin, if you will, and coming into a new life. And many of you, your orientation has changed when it comes to how you see evil, sin, judgment, words like that, anything that makes you feel condemned or put upon or limited. And you're opening up to a higher consciousness, a higher awareness, and that is actually moving you closer to, Christ consciousness, which is light. You are a light that is not to be hidden. You're a light that was made to shine. So I don't know what we're going to talk about still yet, but let me go to the guidebook and see. I want to start with Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ. I'll let you know when when it's me just starting to talk, and I'll tell you when I go back to the book, because I'm going to go back and forth. But it starts with, you are elevating your vibration towards the frequency of limitless supply and unconditional love. Spiritually, you are reaching for a high level of attainment. Past pain and self-defeating behaviors shall no longer have a place in your heart. I'm hearing it's the final rinse. So Christ consciousness is an expression of divine love that comes straight from the universal heart. It triggers a transmutation, an evolution so absolute that we are irrevocably changed. We increasingly become an embodied expression of pure divine will and an unwavering expression of divine love for all who are in need. This process takes lifetimes to complete. Some of y'all are like, I'm not coming back here. This is my last lifetime. But as you proceed, you will receive countless blessings to support your journey and fulfill your sole purpose of serving love. There will be tests, but these will give the spirit a chance to develop mastery. Say it with me. My test gives my spirit a chance to develop mastery. Make that an affirmation. Victorious. So it also, the book goes on to say, There will be tests of forgiveness. It is easier to forgive when you don't harbor resentment at natural limitations, which is like being angry at the sun for not shining at night. Natural laws prevail. So, whether we are speaking of the sun, a child, or ourselves, as we grow, compassion also, forgiveness is allowed to flow more easily. Now, y'all listen to this, what it says. It's like being angry at the sun for not shining at night. Natural limitations. If we stop holding people hostage with our expectations of them really acting just like us, and they're just not there yet. See, I said yet because I have hope. That's Christ consciousness, faith, hope, and love, right? So if they're just not there yet, we're supposed to have grace, mercy, and compassion, not resentment. And we're just supposed to forgive them how many times? A lot of times. 7 times 70, 70. Y'all know the scripture. But just forgive. Why? Because it's not about them. It's really about us. And mostly it's about our freedom. And one thing we will do is stay free in this life. That's why we came here. This is the lifetime when everything that you've ever been and ever done comes together. And so we stay free in this lifetime. No more entanglements. So they're saying that don't harbor resentments for people's natural limitations. They can't. They just won't. They can't. It doesn't matter at this point. All that really matters is that you move with compassion and mercy when it comes to them. Because really, this is only helping your soul develop mastery. Boom. All this stuff that's going on with people, through people, by people, for people, these tests are here to help you develop mastery. All right. So the next paragraph says, there will also be tests of power. As you grow, you will become more powerful. You can use that power to help or hinder others, to manipulate them through fear or encourage them with love. And that is what we call the matrix. The matrix is built and designed for fear. And Christ consciousness, or being awakened, or being aware, or even present, is about how much love can you make? How much love can you bring to this situation? How much love can you bring in this space? Because you are to be the embodiment of love, right? And it shouldn't be hard because it's something that you do that feels natural or resonant for you. So it's not like you have to work to embody love. You don't. You just have to be. And guess what? Here's how good this journey is. If you don't feel like being love, then you just tap out a little bit and you go to that valley or do the shadow work. Though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you walk through it, the valley of the shadow of death. And with that death is a rebirth. So you're just getting to know this thing or these things about yourself that you might have ignored or suppressed or hidden or whatever. And that's all it is. And when you're ready, you will embody more love because you have transmuted that energy, that darker or heavier energy. And now you just embody more love, which gives you even more compassion for people, places, and things because you can empathize. You know what it feels like. And yet you don't let it consume you. It's a beautiful life. So you'll have tests of power. And when you grow, as you grow, you'll become more powerful. And you can use that power to help. When folks are not healed, but they're still powerful, they use that power in a darker or more menacing way, or manipulative way, you name it. And they hurt other people. But in their minds, they're just literally doing the very best they can right where they are. That's why with our journey, when you see it, when you observe it in others, you quickly move on. Okay, I see what that is. And then either you'll be called to a place of introspection and wondering, like, why did I see that? Why is this in my experience? And you root it out in yourself, or You're just observing so that you can have a space that's like almost like holding space for someone you may meet that has those same characteristics or attributes. And then there you are, you're helping them. You have like a way with it, a way with these things. All right, still talking about the cosmic heart and the cosmic Christ. So it says, there will also be tests of power. I said that. And others use their power to help or hinder others. They can either manipulate them through fear or encourage them with love. You can nurture yourself on your path, or you can relentlessly criticize yourself for your errors. Y'all, it's the final spin. You hear the washing machine? It sounds like an airplane, though. To me, it sounds like I'm at an airstrip. I don't know how it sounds to you guys, but it's coming across to me like something mechanical or a lot of machinery. So you could be dealing with somebody, or you are going to be in a place like a manufacturer's facility or machinery or near a warehouse. Very interesting, these sounds and what they evoke. It's a whole different vibe with the message today for me. All right, so as we continue, it says, you can nurture yourself on your path, or you can relentlessly criticize yourself for your errors. You can claim your power comes from some superiority you possess, or you can see yourself as a surrendered vehicle, animated in purposeful action through the grace of the divine. Through the grace of the divine. I like that. Animated to purposeful action through the grace of the divine. That means I don't move until I feel guided or led by spirit. You know what I mean? My inner nudgings. I don't move because the crowd is moving. I don't speak because everybody says, Simon speak. I'm hearing Simon says, you move when the spirit moves you. So it also says you may feel the need to sacrifice yourself for others, but you are just as much in need of love as any other being on this planet. And when you are full and overflowing, when you share with others, what you share with others can enhance you and them. It is not a choice between what nurtures you and what nurtures others, as if those were competing needs. In the realm of the Christ, what nurtures you is actually nurturing for all. Wow, that is powerful. So there's a lot here, and I'm trying to think. Okay, one more paragraph. I need this. Well, you know what? We're getting all of this because it's hard to skip because these are nuggets. So check this out. It goes on to say, by the way, I'm reading from the Lightworker Oracle Guidebook. It says, when you are feeling diminished or drained, you have been pulled out of the higher frequencies of peace and kindness to yourself. You become trapped in unforgiveness or power games or seduced by the lesser truths of another rather than the truth of your own heart. Christ calls to you now to receive his love for you and to allow your own heart to feel the grace and healing of this. It can be a challenge to learn to love another in a way that does not harm you. Perhaps you learned that love was about making yourself less in order to help another feel like more. This is not love, nor is it consciously chosen sacrifice. It is a heart acting out of its scars from the past. Your heart deserves to experience real love. As you genuinely came out. So let's try that. As you genuinely claim this for yourself, yes, really believe this, that your heart deserves to experience real love. As a matter of fact, you can just put your right hand over your heart now, that hand of authority, and just breathe deeply. And you can simply say, my heart deserves to experience real love. My heart deserves to experience real love. Come on, y'all. It's the final rinse and the final spin. There is an invitation to connect with you from the divine and from others. There are people, romantic connections, business connections, mentoring, so many connections that will uplift and empower you that are surrounding you now. I see your blessing, your provision, your supply, your resources, your wisdom, your knowledge, your gifts hanging right over your head. And you can just, I was going to say pull them down, but you don't have to, because it's like they're falling on you gently like raindrops. That's the vision I'm seeing right now. And so the Spirit is encouraging you through this heart about the cosmic heart and the cosmic Christ to not let your heart or allow your heart to act out its scars from the past. Anything that made you feel diminished, anything that made you feel like you had to hide away, anything that challenged you, your love, and you had to love another in a way that actually harmed you because you couldn't really be who you really are. You had to be what you thought they wanted you to be, and it was difficult. So it's time for you to embrace the higher expression of the Christ love within you. You have as much right to experience love, respect, and forgiveness as another. Sharing love in any way brings you closer to your spiritual mission this lifetime. It also attracts prosperity and abundance. So let the love in. You do not have to suffer to grow now. You just need to let love flow. It is powerful. You do not need to suffer to grow now. Make it an affirmation. I do not need to suffer to grow now. I just need to let love flow. And then say, I will let love flow. All right. All right. This is an invitation to connect after the final rinse, you guys. Let's go to the next card, card number 23, which is initiation by water. This looks like Angel Gabriel coming up out of, he's walking on water, and out of his hands, the center of his hands, is water flowing like a waterfall. Very powerful. So the message says your spiritual path this lifetime involves you becoming a clear channel for spirit. You are meant to communicate with higher guidance from the loving spiritual worlds. Your initiation by water will further open your receiving channels. It will also dislodge lower vibrational material and sensitize you to the subtle realms of light. You are being open to a world of which you may only have dreamed. Such is its beauty, grace, and love. So this is the invitation that you have been given. It's to connect you to your spiritual path this lifetime, as it involves you becoming a clear channel for spirit. Things like lower vibrational material, and needs or desires, realms of light. You might be finding yourself sensitive to sound and light, or, light at this time. Your eyes are changing. You may even be seeing different hues as you look around your world now. But your initiation is going to open you to receive. It's going to further open your receiving channels. So the book says you could compare the process to a glass of water with muddy sediment at the bottom. The water appears clear as the mud is left to lie. Yet once that water gets stirred up, the mud rises. Then it can be filtered out, and the water will be clearer than ever before. The turbulence was a step that led to greater clarity. So that's a whole message right there. The turbulence that you had experienced, because in order for you to be a clear, pure channel for spirit, the mud, the gunk, or the weeds in your garden have to be tended to. And the way you get sediment, because you can see a glass of water with something settling at the bottom. If you lift it and shake it, stir it around, you can see everything floats up and you can just scoop it out. So that's what healing looks like as a spiritual analogy. It's this giant glass of water with sediment on the bottom. And as you stir it through the circumstances of life that stir it up, you just heal by going within. That's the stirring and the scooping it out, going within, taking time in nature, taking time to pray and journal and meditate and forgive and find out who you are. That's you scooping out the sediment, and then the water becomes clear. And that is you being or evolving into a clear channel for spirit. So empaths, psychics, mediums, readers, life coach, spiritual life coaches rather, Reiki healers, anybody that works in the healing service or calling rather, but you are being called for what you do and who you are and what you came here to be. You must be a clear channel, which is why the cosmic Christ and the cosmic heart comes up in this message to tell us about love and forgiveness, and how the tests are simply helping us develop our soul, or mature our soul and embody our soul in authenticity. So water is going to be very significant in your life, whether you're drinking it, whether you're bathing in it, whether you're swimming in it, whether you're sitting next to it or boating on it, whatever you're doing. That element is going to be very important. I'm also hearing another message about flow, your flow state, or universal flow, or flowing with spirit, or flowing in and out is something that's going to be very important. The weight of water, the weight of water is also going to be very important. There, you might be taking a class or something having to do with weights and water, but this feels like it has something to do with physical activity. But water is very significant to what's going on with you right now with this initiation. So let me make sure there's... Okay. So they're saying, you know that you are meant to be a channel for the truths of the spirit. As an advanced soul, you are capable of successfully enduring the process of filtering out whatever would obstruct the clear flow of higher consciousness through your being. And that takes courage. This is me talking now. That takes courage, and this is what you have been doing. You are an advanced soul, so you can endure whatever the process is. That's why we talked about the test that would come. So you have the knowledge and the power. You have a wisdom that is beyond, that will help you and is helping you thus far be successful at being who you are. Okay. So they're saying whatever pain you are feeling right now is a sign of emotional healing and recovery. You are encouraged to accept and process your feelings, especially those that do not make much sense to you. Your emotional truths will make more sense as you heal. If you can get help from a healer, therapist, counselor, or mentor. Okay, so these people I named, these occupations or offices, healer, therapist, counselor, mentor, I'm talking to you. This is your message. There is an invitation for you to connect with spirit on a higher realm, in a higher realm, because you are to be a clear channel. So the tests and trials that you have been going through has been shaking up, stirring up that sediment, and your healing and your commitment to healing is perfecting you and causing you to become a clear channel. And with that, operating with more love in your heart, less fear, because that's what the matrix, that's what I was talking about earlier, is built on, is fear. But our hearts are expanded, and we came here to love. Christ consciousness is all about unconditional love. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. What I have inside, my higher self, my connection to spirit, My understanding and embracing of the divine and the embodiment of my divine self helps me to fulfill my divine purpose with effortless accuracy. So that is the thing. That is the message for those that I just mentioned. You're becoming a clear channel. And so persevere, whatever you're going through, it's a sign of emotional healing and recovery. So know that even though it challenges you at times, this is a good thing that is taking place, necessary for you to more fully receive the divine connection for which you yearn. Now, another message rather, is the invitation to connect after the final rinse is about a relationship that you have been waiting for or believing God for or co-creating with spirit to bring to manifestation as soon as possible. And I also believe that that is happening. And it could be with a water sign or it could be with a fire sign. Sagittarius, I just saw. It could even be an air sign, especially if Libra is in your chart or theirs. But I am seeing also a relationship, but I am also seeing you spiritually evolving and really coming up, coming higher. The moon is here. Yes. Right. So, yeah, out of the fear-based life and understanding the duality of the universe. Tower, that was a big one. There's a tower here because everything that you feared came upon you, Job, right? Everything that you would hope didn't happen, or some of your fears actually, that's what I'm saying. I'm picking up that many of you encountered, like your fears actually manifesting. You're like, what? And you didn't understand at the time, but as time has gone on, you understand now that it is part of your process. The Chariot is here, Cancer energy, Leo energy. Six of Swords is also here. And this is moving swiftly from anything that no longer serves you, as well as anything that is chaotic, dangerous, harmful, diminishing, or depriving you of peace. You're leaving it. Again, Aquarius, Libra, out here, Leo, Cancer, and now Sagittarius appearing again with the King of Wands. You are becoming so clear and so direct and so passionate about pursuing the things that have pursued your heart, or the things that overtake the passions of your heart is what you're doing. Nine of Cups is here. I'll stop right there. But the Nine of Cups is about you having everything you desire and deserve. That's you can make that an affirmation. I have everything I desire and deserve. And by the way, to amplify these messages or the energy, and just, you can feel it, it's an energetic exchange. If you put in the comment section any of these affirmations that we mentioned on this video, that is powerful. And remember, when you move like that, in faith like that, just believing in something you can't really see, but you just feel guided to do it, you're not just blessing yourself. You are blessing everything that is connected to you. Everything that has like a ley line or a silver cord, a connection to you. It's all its energies. So you are, the better you become, the better your connections, okay? And there is an invitation to connect with you on a deeper level from your guides and ancestors. They very much want to help you continue to heal your cosmic heart with Christ consciousness, which is all about love and no fear. And that is also a message. There is no reason for you to have any fear, because the hardest things you've gone through, and you didn't even know you were going through hard things. You just know it started to sting a little bit. You know what I mean? Because you have been so resilient for so long. It was like, this is interesting. A little more pressure, but And it turned out to be nothing that you couldn't handle as you look back, right? At the time, you probably felt overwhelmed, but there was still something in you that held on till the bitter end. I hear somebody saying. But the hardest part is over, and now you are just to, keep your heart open and welcome in your new life. All right? I'm going to leave you with a scripture. I told y'all, wow, is that 2 of them that came out? Nice. Two of them, because I told y'all I started reading the Bible again recently. I was like, oh, scripture's like poetry. But Hebrews 11:6 is here. So let's get our numbers, 11:6. And then we'll go to Romans 10:13. Roman might be a name for someone. 10 and 13, 11, 3. And did we said 6, yes. And 9 is also showing itself to me in 18. But Hebrews 11:6 said, he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. First of all, what I'm picking up is you believing that you are connected to source. You believe in source, creator, God, universe, mother, father. You believe. And because you believe, part of the mindset shift had to be a belief in a God who is all loving and not, I'm not going to say that, who is all loving no matter what it looks like. And you had to relieve or release the fear that you had around judgment or correction or things like that. And now you believe that God is good. It is good. Life is good. 3 little birds, every little thing's gonna be all right. You know. Also, Romans 10:13 says, whoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. And what this message is being like little children and open and innocent and trying to learn or wanting to learn more about yourself, more about spiritual things, more about spirit. How does it work? What is my truth? What is the truth? Being like a little child, not being closed off, but being open and free. And so when you're open and free and honestly seeking and searching, divine will send you the answers through people, places, and things. So just know that you have an invitation to connect in a relationship and with your spirit realm, your spiritual team, so that there can just be more. Wait, some cards fell out. It must be about the relationship. Ace of Swords, that's clarity. Ace of Wands, clarity about what they want to do next. Relieving and removing every burden, investing in your situation. And the World in reverse, because they haven't before. But they have changed. They have changed. They're going to reverse the way they used to be. I just heard 180. 180. They did a 180. They're going to invest. And they've removed the burdens. That's what they've been doing, is removing the burdens. If you haven't heard from this person or seen this person, there was something heavy that they were carrying. They finally put the load on where it needed to actually be, and they are traveling very light. This woman has a suitcase and walking next to an ox who is loaded down with bags and stuff, but she is not encumbered with it. So your person is no longer encumbered with baggage, and they're ready to move differently. Ace of Swords says they have clarity about what they want to do too. All right, so take the message as it resonates. I hope this helps. This was good. Until we meet again, guys, take care of yourselves and each other. Please check my website, thedivinemaverick.com. I have some super good specials going for the autumn equinox. I get so excited. Fall is my favorite season. And I have some wonderful things happening. Miracles, miracle sessions, miracle videos. If you don't want to book a session, you don't worry about time zones. You just want to hear the words, that's fine. But if you want to talk to me on the phone, it's going to be a hoot. And you can schedule that on my website. Everything I'm talking about is there. I look forward to speaking with you again. Be safe. Be the light. Later.